All right, let's get to it. We've got the Super Bowl for the 2022 season coming up. We've got Jozur versus Sam. And Sam is a little bit of a regular here in the oh, no audio. Let me see what the issue is with that. Or maybe just Jozur, did you not record with any audio? Oh, okay. No audio then. Forget the audio. Just my lovely voice. You guys will have to make do with that. All right, so Sam is a little bit of a regular here in the Super Bowls and the deep playoffs. Jozur, this is going to be his debut here. I have never seen a muffed kick or a missed kick do that well for a return. All right, Heavy's getting a lot of lag. Let me see. This might cut off just for a second. I'm going to switch my... All right, let me know if that's any better, Heavy. How's it looking now? All right, seems a bit better. We'll roll with this then. All right, so we've got Sam coming out first, and we all are quite familiar with Sam's offense. It's going to be a lot of play action, a lot of deep throws, and then some running there mixed in. And he's going to start with a run up the middle for a good gain of about 8. Jozur is going to be a little bit more of a mystery, at least for me. I haven't played against him that much, but he is definitely come on strong. One of the newest members, and probably one of the quickest to actually make a Super Bowl after having joined, at least in the last few seasons. So we're definitely going to see what we get from him. Here comes Sam with another run up the middle. He's going to have a first down there in a game of about 6. And Jozur is just coming out playing a very solid 3-4 defense. Putting that middle, the middle defensive, the D tackle on that zone to give himself the read on the run or pass. And there's a pass to the flats from Sam. Jozur trying to rip the ball out, but he's not going to get to it. So gain about 12, maybe 13. And another first down. Sam's on a roll with his star running back, J.K. Dobbins, I believe, is who he's got at halfback. And yep. And he's definitely using him in this first drive. Puts the fullback in action, takes Dobbins up the middle again. If it ain't broke, why fix it? And he's going to have a gain of about 5. Going to set him up with 2nd and 5 on the 47-yard line. So this is Sam. He's going to dink and dunk his way down the field until he just lands a haymaker on you with a deep pass to Wilson. And he does like the slot over the middle. Is another one with Parker there that he's gonna run a couple times. All right, motions one of his halfbacks over to the left, and he's going to take the run up the middle for a gain of maybe 8. And that's going to set him up with 1st and 10 again. The ball on the 38 continues to drive. All right, Jozur sticking with his defensive alignment, putting his D ends on the out, the contain routes, and then the D tackle on the spy. That's Campbell making the tackle on Dobbins after a gain of about 5. And I believe this has been Dobbins on every single play of this drive in some way, shape, or form. So Sam is definitely just leaning heavily on him. All right, we've got the I formation here with 2 receivers. He's going to run it up the middle again. Looks like Jozur is a little bit more on top of that one this time. It's only going to be a gain of 2. And first 3rd down of the game. So let's see. This is almost assuredly 4-down territory unless some sort of disastrous sack happens here for Sam. So Jozur is really going to have to stop him twice. Sam changing up the play a little bit. Jozur with kind of a light line here. Trying to move his D ends to get a little bit of an advantage, but Dobbins up the middle, and he's going to easily get that first down with a little shimmy through the middle in that B gap. And he's going to get 1st and 10 again. So 1st and 10, right on the edge of the red zone on the 26. Play action, looking for the pass. No one open. There's no rush. He's got all the time in the world. He finds Wilson, but that's batted down by the coverage. A little sliver there, maybe, trying to make something happen. But no, Jozur is all on top of that. So Sam just saw 0 rushers, everyone in coverage. Let's see if he decides to try something like that again. He's going to change up the play here again. Possibly looking for a run. Mitchell in the backfield. He is going no rushers again. Has Parker. The defender can't make that swat, although he was kind of on top of it. That's Sherwood. Looks like a linebacker on Parker. And since he was in the slot and Parker's got the advantage in speed there, he's going to actually pick up that catch. So Sam on the 10-yard line. It's first and goal. Let's see if Jozur can pull something off here and keep him out of the end zone. A roll out to the right. Looking. He's got the tight end Schultz, and that's going to be a touchdown. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. 9-yard TD pass to put himself up 6-7, bending the extra point here to start out our Super Bowl on his opening drive. And there's that. So Sam is up 7-0. Jozur is going to now have his chance on offense, see what he can bring. He's got Jamar Chase back to receive the kick. Dicker, the kicker, is going to take it off. And Chase on the return. Doesn't have a lot of blockers out in front. Let's see if he can maneuver himself. And no, he's going to get tackled in the middle of a spin move at a 15. Yeah, don't trust me. I won't be missing that at all. Dicker, the kicker. It's a classic. All right, so here comes Jozur with the Panthers. Cam Newton at quarterback. Jamar Chase at receiver. He's going to start with a run up the middle, immediately stuffed by number 54 with a 1-yard gain. So just keeping the defense honest here. All right, he's going to come up in the strong formation. Changing up the play a little bit. He's going to go into jumbo play action. Has Woods, and that's a well-placed pass just out of reach of the defender. High-pointing Woods there for a nice pickup on first down. Jozur is going to like that jumbo formation. He's going to use it quite often during the game here. 3 tight ends, 2 running backs. And likely you'll see him audible into it, so his receivers are actually tight ends. You'll notice Woods there is in place of his tight end. He has Woods on his TE1. All right. Looking for the pass, rotating back in the pocket. That was a throw off his back foot, and that was very dangerous, throwing into triple coverage there. And lofted up, so that he's a little bit lucky that didn't get picked. So 2nd and 10 here. Strong formation again, play action again, rolls out right, has Hill for only about a 4-yard gain, make it 3. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Looked like that one he felt a little bit skittish on that one, got rid of it a little bit too quickly. Sam's 3-3 nickel defense here. It's quite a lockdown defense. He likes it. That's what he runs basically all game. Here's Newton in the shotgun. Looking, looks for Chase. Couldn't quite reach the ball there. Could make an argument that he was a little bit held, but Jozur is going to play it safe and going to go with the punt. Unless, of course, he's going to fake it. We'll see. Nope. This is, in fact, the punt. All right, so Sam holds on to make it 7-0 and to get the ball back. And we'll see. He's calling for a fair catch. Ooh, that was a great bounce for Jozur. Sam called for the fair catch, wanted to let it bounce into the end zone, but the bounce came straight back. So that's going to set up Sam with possession on the 12-yard line. And he's going to need to go 88 yards to score a touchdown here. All right, play action. Looking deep, looking for Parker along the right sideline. He's got him. And that's going to be a nice and easy first down. Gives himself a little bit of breathing room there. And he's going to start on the 25 now. 3 receivers again. 1 tight end, 1 running back. Switches the direction of the run, so it's going to be a run. And it's play action. Hits Mitchell for a 0-yard gain, 2-yard gain. Tiptoes along the sideline for a 2-yard gain. That was some good fake out there, doing the behind-the-back motion to make Jozur think that it was a run. Doesn't look like he was necessarily fooled. Split backs, 3 wide receivers. And he's just going to let the clock run out to the first quarter. All right, so 1 quarter. It's Sam driving up 7-0, looking to take a 2-possession lead. And let's see if Jozur can make something happen here. Split bias again, puts a fullback tight end into motion on the left. Tosses it out to the left with Dobbins, and Dobbins going to get a nice stiff arm animation there to take the ball for another 4 or 5 yards than he would have had. That's going to set up 3rd and 2. All right, 3rd and 2, short yardage down. This is a weak formation. Changing up the play. Let's see what he's going to pull. It's a fullback dive with Myrick, and Myrick's going to have a solid gain of about 8. That's going to give him another 1st and 10. As he continues just to dink and dunk. This is like a very apt for Sam, having had Tom Brady in his roster for so many years. But this is a very old-fashioned kind of drive, very Madden 2008. Rather than the big play, he's just going step by step down the field. All right, this is high formation, no tight ends. 1 tight end, rather. Looking, Burrow in danger of being sacked, and he's going to be sacked. Sam took way too long to get rid of that ball. I recall an audio message that could be well applied in this situation. Something about get rid of the ball or something like that. All right, so here's 2nd and long. Looking for Wilson downfield. He's double covered, and that is a pick dropped by the defender. That should have been, in any real game, if you miss that catch, you're off the team, especially in the Super Bowl. I mean, come on. All right, so 3rd and 21. Sam is going to look to convert 3rd and 21 here. Jozur manages to hold on pending this last play. Setting up his defensive ends in the corner zones. Goes deep. Sam looking for Schultz for Parker. Parker's behind the defense. He makes that catch. That's a great user catch. And that's the danger of coming out in a 3-4 when you have 3 receivers, because you've got a linebacker on that receiver, and the receiver's going to get in behind him. So that is a brilliant conversion by Sam on 3rd and 21 to take it 69 yards. Nice. For the touchdown. And he's going to go up 2 scores. That's a backbreaker for Jozur. That really sucks to have him in 3rd and long, be so confident that you're going to get the ball back down 1 score, and then suddenly you're down 2, you're down 14. But all right, let's see if he can keep his cool here and put himself on the board. He's starting out from the 21-yard line. Going to look for play action down the deep end. Looking for Chase. Goes across the field to Woods, and Woods makes that catch to convert a 1st down. That's about a 13-yard gain. Has the ball on the 34. And he's driving. So let's see. Going to go play action again, unless he audibles out of it. He does not. Looking for Hill in the flats. Oh, Hill breaks that tackle. Breaks another tackle. And that was some nifty running there by Hill. But Sam is kind of on top of those. He's got that play action well read. And especially with a mobile quarterback, he's going to be all over that. All right, audibles into the jumbo formation. Runs play action again. Looking, he had Washington wide open, but he goes to Hill instead, and it's batted out by Sam's defender. An unfortunate animation there. All right, 3rd and 3. Just needs to convert. Audibles into that jumbo formation once again. Goes with a fullback dive with Hill, and he's got a lot of room there. Looks like Sam was waiting for the play action and just didn't cover the fullback. And goes around the right side for a gain of maybe 8. All right, play action again. He's really liking these passes to the fullback. He's got that one wide open. Sam's trying to strip the ball there, but doesn't quite get it. Doesn't get the favorable animation, and Jozur has another 1st down. Now he's down to the 38-yard line, Sam's 38-yard line. Now he's going to go with the run up the middle. Sam stripping that ball again, but can't get it out. Jozur's gotten a little lucky there a couple plays in a row with not the correct animation, because Sam has gotten his hands on the ball, has gotten that twist animation, but the ball just hasn't been dislodged. Jozur going to run again, this time to the left side, unless he changes it. Looks like he's going to let this go down to the 2-minute warning and try and burn some clock here so Sam doesn't get the ball back in favorable situation. I don't know we can see if it works or not. Seems like that's a lot of time that you're going to have to burn off with Sam still having 3 timeouts and this far down the field. You've only got 2 or 3 1st downs left before you're going to score. So maybe we'll see. We'll see what happens. Jozur looking for the perfect pass, perfect play. Did he go with the comet pass or did he go with a run? Looks like he went with the pass. King goes to the fullback and loses yardage on that play. That sucks. 3rd and 9. The fullback couldn't turn the corner there before going out of bounds. All right, it's going to come out in shotgun. Trips bunch. He's going to have 3 receivers on the right and 1 receiver on the left with Gordon in the running back. He's going to take it in shotgun. Looking, scrambling. Has some space to run. And there's the fumble that Sam was looking for. And yeah, that's the danger of running straight into someone with a quarterback like Newton. Jozur could have taken a slide there, but unfortunately that's going to be stripped. And Sam is going to be driving again with 1 minute and 50 seconds left. Up 14-0, and Jozur is in quite close. This is quite close to just getting away from Jozur. Burrow, no rushing. Goes deep for Wilson. He's in behind the defense, and he's got that pass, and he's close to the touchdown. Maybe would have been better just not tackle him. But Jozur takes the timeout to try and conserve some clock here. So he's going to see if he can hold Sam to a field goal, which would be impressive. Is on the 3-yard line right now, 4-yard line. So Burrow got Dobbins running to the left, squeezes through that line, nice and easy, and he's going to have the 21 pending the extra point, 21-0. So this is looking dicey. Jozur does get the opening kickoff for the second half. So if he can score something here and then return and then get that first drive going in the second half, get some points, you might have a chance of making this competitive again. But right now, this is dangerous. A little bit risky there, letting that kickoff go out of bounds for the touchback, but he decided it was worth it. All right, so Jozur has 1 minute 39 seconds with 2 timeouts left to try and make something happen here on this. Rolling right, has some space to run with Newton, and this time he does take the slide. Going into hurry up to try and conserve some timeouts. He likes the defense he has on the field. He's going to line up in shotgun with the rear receivers. Motions Gordon into the left. Newton looking for space across the middle. Has Chase. He's rolling. It's 1 minute and 19 left. Decides to look for a pass. 1 minute 15 seconds. Time is ticking, but Jozur seems to have it under control. Play action, running right, looking, and he's just going to take off with Newton. Sam manages to get that dive tackle on him to keep the gain to 5. Clock keeps ticking. Down to 1 minute left. By the time it's going to get snapped. Play action, rolling again. He has Woods right over the top, and that's going to be a nice gain for him. 50 seconds left down to the 33-yard line. All right, so he's making stuff happen. 45 seconds left. Jozur snaps it, play action, rolls left, sorry. Wide open space there if Cam could run out Goldston, but he managed to get the ball out of bounds and get a first down. So that's nice and solid for Jozur. He's got time. Time isn't going to be a problem here. Ball on the 21. He has 2 timeouts left. The situation here is punching it into that end zone without turning the ball over and at least leaving yourself with enough to get the field goal. Looks for Chase. That's just going to be out of bounds. Good idea, though, throwing across the field. Looked like he could have been open if he managed to get the pass on target, but that's Cam. He's a little bit not the most accurate passer. Play action, rolling right. Again, looks for Woods. He's got Woods. That's going to take him down to the 6-yard line. He's going to take a timeout, preserve some time. He has 28 seconds left. So here we go. First and goal. He's got 4 plays, 1 timeout left to work with, and he's going to come out in the goal line formation or jumbo formation. Yeah, this is jumbo with the fullback offset. Fullback dive up the middle, and is he going to be down at the 1? He is going to be down at the 1. Jozur is going to take his last time out rather than risk losing a bunch of time here. And it looks like he's just going to try and quarterback sneak it in. He has time for at least 2 plays right here if he hurry ups after doing the first sneak. But Sam, that's going to be an easy sneak. No linebacker covering that left A gap. And Jozur is going to manage to get himself... Oh, Sam took a timeout there. Sorry. All right, Sam took a timeout. 24 seconds left. Just going to try and get something deep to Wilson. You know he's capable. All right, so Jozur managed to get himself 7-21 here. Got to look to stop Sam and then maybe score a touchdown on the first drive of the second half. Make it a one-possession game again. Sam is going to have this return. Looks like he's got a little bit of space. Jukes out one. That can't quite juke out another one. That's going to be the ball in the 22. 19 seconds left. He does have 2 timeouts, so if he can hit one thing down the field, might be able to manage a field goal. Or you never know. He might just break one. Jozur comes out in, looks like that 3-3 nickel. So he's going to match up receivers with corners, make sure he doesn't get in behind him. And Sam is going to hike it. Looking, has Dobbins, manages to get out of bounds. That's a good play by Sam. Leaves himself with 15 seconds left and 2 timeouts. Second and 2. Now let's see what he brings out. 3 wide receivers. Jozur stays in the nickel. Spreading those safeties. And Sam is waiting, hikes the ball, looking downfield for Parker. Ooh, that's off. That was not Parker. That was Schultz. Look off of Schultz's hands. That could have been a reception and put himself almost in field goal position there. But Schultz just dropped it. 10 seconds left. Time for one big play and then a field goal possibly. Has Wilson there. Wilson wide open. And he's going to take it out of bounds with 5 seconds left. Ball in the 42, his own 42, still needs about maybe 30 more yards to get himself into good field goal position. So he's going to have to do one quick pass, and then he's maybe going to be able to get a timeout with 1 second left on the clock. But more likely, this will have to go to the end zone. Jozur sticking in that nickel formation. Sam looking across the middle. That's incomplete with 1 second left. So here we go. It's a Hail Mary. Yeah, Jozur is going to go to the 3 deep quarters. Just do the man up 3 deep. That is, I think, the most appropriate response in the situation. You don't care about how many yards you let up. You just care, keep them out of the end zone. Put all your guys deep. Make sure the ball doesn't go over your head. But you never know. Might be able to make something happen. Jozur's going to rush the linebacker up, try and put some pressure on the quarterback. That's throwing into quadruple coverage, and that's going to be incomplete. So Jozur manages to pull himself within 2 scores, gets this opening kickoff, and let's see if he can make the Super Bowl interesting. Yeah, people have come back from worse. As a Patriots fan, I am very familiar with Super Bowl comebacks. Humble brag. Jozur is going to let this one go out of the back of the end zone for the touchback. Hasn't really been able to get anything going on kickoff returns. So he's just decided to let these go for safe rather than risky. All right. Finds Woods across the middle. That's a nice tight end comeback route. Not comeback necessarily, but you know what I mean. Picks up a gain of 12-ish, 15 maybe. And he's going to set him up with some nice field position. All right, Gordon, a run to the left. Covering that ball. Wants to be safe rather than sorry. And he's going to have a gain of 7. Going play action again. Rolling right. Sam is all over that chase route. Newton's just going to take the ball for first down and take it out of bounds. Jozur is going to take what the defense gives him. He's going to take his wide receiver swap package. And he's going to go with the play action play here. All right. Not quite sure what all that package situation was, but he's going to audible into the jumbo again. Looking for Musgrave, and Musgrave's got that. Nice high pointing there. It's a good solid gain of maybe 15, 20 yards, and he's going to have the ball on the 30 driving in. And it looks like he's got Sam's defense a little bit on the back foot here. Maybe he's found a crease. Play action, rolling right, looking for chase. He has chase if he can. He can't quite get the user correct there. That was some nice open space on the right side for chase, but not quite able to maneuver him into the right position. He's going to go play action again. Looking. He's got wide open space for Newton to take the run, and he's going to go out of bounds at around the 11, 12-yard line and set him up with 1st and 10 again. All right, Jozur is making it a game. He held on a little bit. Now he's got a chance. Taking his time to select the correct play. He's got plenty of time on the play clock. Coming out with 4 wide receivers. Well, 2, and then Woods in the tight end spot. Make it 3 and looking around. It's going for Musgrave, high point sit, and he's got that. Musgrave got in underneath the DB and just bodies him out. So Jozur ties the game up for 14-20. Well, doesn't tie the game up. Sorry, brings the game to a 14-21 difference, and now is just 1 possession behind. So a stop here, and suddenly he's got the game in a competitive mode. All right, Sam on the return here. Going to do this little thing where he accelerates his returner right away, breaks the tackle. Jozur's looking for that strip, can't get it, but Sam's going to take the ball back to the 25. Really was not a lot of space there. Jozur is going to stick in the nickel. He's had a little bit, he's sped up with Sam getting the mismatch on the linebackers. Hey, we'd really appreciate it if this stupid Joe Burrow graphic would get off the screen, but oh, that's a nice wide open hole for Dobbins. Looks like an incorrect commit there from Jozur. And bodies flying everywhere except into the path of Dobbins. All right, so that's a good gain for Dobbins, 15 yards. And Sam's going to come out in the I formation with 3 wide receivers again. Parker in the slot. Just going to take the run again. And that's another commit from Jozur. Probably looking for the pass there, but manages to keep it to only an 8-yard loss. Looks like Sam might be getting Jozur on some of his adjustments. Fullback dive up the right end off the right guard, and that's going to get his 1st down. Easy peasy. And Sam is almost in field goal range again here. Be a 58-yarder. Probably can't make it from that far away right now, but just a few more yards and he'll be in position. Burrow looking swatted down on the right side of the field by Jozur's defense, so he's going to hold him to 2nd and 10. Incomplete pass. Good recovery there from Jozur. All right, 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end here. He's going to go into the pass formation, looking for Parker along the left side, and that's swatted down again. Well covered there, the defensive end on the corner zone. And Jozur is going to stick with this nickel defense. It's working well against the 3 wide receivers. Sam brings out 1 tight end here, trips on the right. Looking probably for Schultz for Parker. Parker over the middle. There's a lot of mess going on. No rushing here. Sam trying to manipulate some receiver into an open space, going back and forth. Can't quite get anything open. And Jozur engages his spy, trying to put Burrow under pressure. Burrow looks out to the left. He's under pressure. Looks like look at that. Dobbins finds a little crease and Burrow manages to squeeze it in there. That's so frustrating for a defense. I mean, you keep the play going for probably around 25 seconds. You put the quarterback under pressure, and then just the high point, the smallest of creases, manages to get a completed pass to Dobbins. That's got to just be that's a play that breaks you. All right, so Burrow in the shotgun. This might be a quick pass to the right. Motions. Not quite a quick pass. Looking for a tight end, Eifert, and he's got him for a touchdown. All right, Sam goes straight up the field and quickly pops in a touchdown here. and makes it 28-14. All right. Let's see. Let's see what Jozur can do here on offense. Can he get a quick drive in? He needs one drive, a stop, and then another drive to make this possibility. He finally adjusts to do the return on the right side. Let's see if he can make anything of it. Sneed, he decides to cover up that ball. Doesn't go for the tackle breaking, so he's just going to take the return he gets for about 30 yards. Hey, it's a 10-yard advantage in comparison to a touchback. I formation with Woods on the tight end. Play action, rolling right. We've said that a dozen times. Going back left, scrambling around, looking for some space in the pocket, trying to direct traffic. He's got Woods and a great user positioning to make that catch happen by Jozur, setting him up right where he knew Woods would be able to get the advantage on height on that ball. He's breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief there after that. Newton under pressure, looking deep for Chase, and not quite the best user there either. So incomplete pass, 2nd and 10. But Jozur is making Sam work for it. Play action. Looking for someone over the middle. Looks like maybe that was Chase, but ball just off target. And it's going to bring up 3rd and 10. So he's got to convert this really to keep himself in the game, because you can't think that he'll be able to stop Sam twice. Not so far. Can't assume. Can he? It's possible, but you can't assume it. Play action again, under pressure right away, looks for Chase deep. He's going to try and user him, and that's picked off by Adams. The ball hung up in the air a little bit too long, and Adams is juking. Jozur trying to rip that ball out there to get the double turnover, but not quite. And that's Sam again. Sam is in the driver's seat. He's going to look to take this one home. 14-28, and this could be curtains for Jozur if Sam manages to score here. Burrow under pressure, and Burrow sacked by the linebacker blitz by Sam. By Smith. That's who it was. So Jozur not giving up quite yet. He's going to sack him, bring up 2nd and 15. It's going to make Sam work for it. Linebacker crossing. Well covered by Smith. Looking for the pick. Can't quite get the pick, but that's batted down. It's going to bring up 3rd and 15. So last time Sam had 3rd and long, he ended up scoring a 69-yard touchdown, which we commented on at the time. And here's another 3rd and long, 3rd and 15. Let's see if Jozur can make something, flip the script here a little bit, make something different happen. You can stick with that nickel formation. Sam come out with 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back in the shotgun. And adjusting his routes there on the left. Parker across the middle. And that was caught and then dropped by Wilson. Well played by Jozur to get the ball out of the hands of the receiver. It looked like he was smashing that strip button, and it worked. All right, so Sam is going to punt, and Jozur manages to hang on for dear life. Here at the end of the 3rd quarter, is going to get a return. Jukes one out. Jukes the 2nd one out, and he's just covering up that ball. Doesn't want to fumble. He's going to have it on the 25-yard line, and we are into the 4th quarter. It is a 2-possession game. Jozur is going to have to score, get Sam to turn the ball over or punt quickly, and then score again. So this is all the pressure on Jozur right now. And he's going to go in shotgun, the trips. Looking for that delayed slant, it looks like maybe. The post and the corner routes. Going to try and attack the middle with Chase. Here he goes. And he's under pressure right away. Lofts the ball up. Can he get him in position? Well, at least he defends that pass. That was very risky. When the quarterback gets hit while he's throwing, that's quite often a pick. But Jozur manages to make sure that doesn't get intercepted at the very least. All right. 2nd and 10. Strong formation. Woods in the tight end again. Audibles into the jumbo. Play action. Goes right. Looks across the middle for Chase. That was in Chase's hands and out of them. So 3rd and 10. Jozur's got to make something happen here. All right, looks like he's going to have the play action with the running back going out to the left. Might be able to pick up some space there, and he does. Gordon's got a lot of green in front of him. Taking it down out of bounds at around the midfield mark. And Jozur manages to pick up that first down. Gets him rolling again. 4 minutes, 45 seconds left, 43 seconds left on the clock. Play action again, rolling right under pressure, looks for Chase. Chase has it. There's some good user from Jozur down at the 5-yard line. And he's got it. 4.5 minutes left. Jozur might have a chance here. Sam's going to stick with his nickel formation. Jozur changing up the play. Is he going to go play action? He is. Looking for Hill. That's well covered by Sam, and that's going to be incomplete. And Jozur is now going to go into goal line. Make it jumbo. Goes to the fullback dive, and that's going to be stuffed at the 5-yard line. So 3rd and 5 yards to go to score. Is he just going to stick with the fullback dive here? Looks like it's pretty well covered by Sam. You can audible out of it into a pass, into shotgun. Good coverage there by his line. Looking for Hill. Brings him back into the path of the pass. And that is a good user touchdown by Jozur. Makes it a 1-possession game. It's going to take it to 21-28. And Sam pressures back on. Some very good user display on that drive from Jozur. 2 user catches that were key. And he's been struggling with that all game, but it looks like he's keeping it together here, making some of those plays that he knows he needs to make to be able to give himself a chance. And here's just a matter of, can he lock Sam down once to make this a competitive game, give himself a chance. Wilson under pressure. Wilson just going to be tackled behind the 20. And we'll see how aggressive Sam decides to play this drive. It's a delicate situation. You've got 4 minutes left. So even if you score, I mean, Jozur technically still has a chance. You just have to convert an onside kick, probably. So you want to take as much time as you can, but you also kind of want to... Ooh, that was tipped and almost picked off if Jozur's guy had been turned around, but Sam got a little bit lucky there. So yeah, you don't want to take too much time. You don't want to go too quickly. You want to take some time off the clock if possible, but we'll see how Sam plays it. Switching the direction of the run, possibly. Goes with the run to the right. That's going to have a good gain of about 9. It's going to set him up with 3rd and 1. 3rd and inches. Looks like he's just going to try and goal line this to get the first down. Knock some more time off the clock. Jozur setting up for the sneak. It's going to be the run to the right, the toss, and Sam's going to have some good yardage there. Jozur looking to poke that ball out, but Sam covers up well. The only thing is he did run out of bounds, so that stops the clock, basically giving Jozur an extra timeout. All right, Sam has the ball in his own 41, but he is driving. This is another 1st and 10. I formation, 3 wide receivers. It's going to be a play action. Looking for Wilson down deep, Jones down deep, Myrick maybe. It goes to Myrick, and that is going to be stripped out by the linebacker. That was in his hands and out of his hands. Good reaction, sir, from Jozur to click on and strip it. All right, 2nd and 10. Comes for the pass, looking for Parker down the left. Doesn't have him. He's covered. Jozur doing a good job of keeping the middle of the field unavailable, and he goes downfield to Jones. That's going to be a nice, easy completion at the end of the day. No one covering the deep part of the field. They were all behind the receiver. That's the danger of not rushing anyone or rushing very few people. You allow the receivers to really do whatever they want downfield, and it's sometimes easy to find space like on that play. Sam's just going to let this clock run down as far as possible. Maybe not as far as possible, but he's aware he's in field goal range. He can set it up as a 2-possession game, and this just got a whole lot harder for Jozur. 9 seconds left on the play clock. Sam has no shame in running clock, and a nice convenient get off me from the fullback. Makes it 2nd and inches. Unfortunately for Jozur, it would have been slightly better for him to have the first down there, but gives Sam an extra play, basically. Sam's probably just not going to let this go down to the 2-minute warning. And we'll see if Jozur is able to get some sort of a turnover here. Sam might run a play before the 2-minute warning. I can't imagine he's going to do that. Not in the Super Bowl. Yep, let's go down to 2 minutes. 2nd and inches, 2 minutes left. Jozur with 3 timeouts, but Sam is on the doorstep of making it a 2-possession game. So if we go to win percentage right now, it's probably 90-10 on, well, after that, it just went down a little bit. So Jozur makes the tackle behind the line of scrimmage, holding Sam to a loss of 3 there. And, well, we'll see. We'll see if he can make something happen here. Sam comes out with split backs. Jozur is in a good formation. It looks like Sam's got the first down there. That's easy enough. And he's probably just going to maybe just even kneel this out and kick the field goal and bring home his, what would this be? His 3rd Lombardi? 4th? In IML at least. Oh, we can see. Oh no, this would be his 5th. Unless he's already updated his username. I don't know. All right, Sam coming out. Looks like he's actually going to run a play here, but he's just on goal line. Takes the ball up the middle. No gain there, but he's just keeping the clock running. Jozur takes his last time out. And 2nd and goal, so he can't quite kneel it and run the entire clock out, but I mean, Jozur is going to be 2 scores down unless there's a lag spike that misses the field goal, and that's that. All right, fullback dive up the middle for a few more yards. Ball on the 4-yard line, 3rd and goal. Jozur is just hoping that something stupid happens and it gets a fumble or something. But it looks like Sam is in the driver's seat right now. So we will patiently wait for this play clock to go down. Sam comes out with 1 receiver. Jozur is in goal line defense, and I can't imagine it's going to be anything other than a fullback dive up the middle. Yep, there it is. And Jozur gets a nice tackle animation on him there, but that's nothing doing. 4th and goal. Sam probably kicks a field goal here, maybe takes a timeout with 1 second left. Yeah, I'd kind of agree. Sam not kneeling there was a little bit of a risky move. Now, whether or not he deserved to fumble, well, we can debate that later, but Sam's going to take the timeout here. 30 seconds on the clock. Oh, okay. He's just going to take the delay of game. A little bit odd. And he's going to put up the field goal. Jozur is just going to do something. And Dicker the kicker going to ice this Super Bowl. All right, 21-31. Jozur is going to have to return a kick for a touchdown, get an onside kick, and then get a Hail Mary for a touchdown. So you guys can make bets on how likely that is. Actually, he's just going to let it go into the end zone, which is not a great idea because it does not go to the touchback, and he kneels on it. So that's going to be possibly a few seconds off the clock. So he's going to look for a Hail Mary here. 26 seconds left. 2 possessions down. I guess it's possible if he gets one long and then goes out of bounds, he might be able to kick the field goal, then try for the onside kick, and then do the Hail Mary from closer, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Looks like he's going to be aiming for Woods. Possibly, I can't imagine Gordon's route is going to have time to develop. Rolls right, He's just going to toss it down to Gordon, who makes the catch, but it's tackled inbounds, and there are no timeouts left. Hurry up may not have been the best option there, but we'll see. Sam looking to get it down deep. 10 seconds left. This is just formalities at this point. Looking for Chase deep. Chase might have to touch. Oh, no, that's intercept. Okay. So now he gets the double turnover. So that's unfortunate for Jozur. Gets the interception, then gets the fumble, but the ball rolls out of bounds in the back of the end zone for the touchback. And Burrow's just going to finally kneel this one out. And Sam takes home his 5th Super Bowl trophy, 31-21 over Jozur. Congratulations on this little bit of a wacko season. Took us a long time to get into these playoffs, but Sam, to be fair, had a little bit of a lucky route in that Sign did not get into the playoffs. And then John had a little bit of a spoof, a wacko game against Doc, didn't make it to the Super Bowl. So, Sam, congratulations on the trophy. We'll do our best not to put an asterisk on it, but we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening in the future. All right. Well, that's that for now. Have a great day. Have a great next season. We'll see. We'll see if we're here for another one after this, but for now, over and out.